welcome to video number 3. If you haven't met me before, or if you haven't seen me before, my name's Schreeuwer. I'm a chiropractor and I work in Sydney, Australia. Now the reason for this video so soon after my second video is because I've been dealing with this particular topic, this particular issue with a lot of my patients recently, and it was just fresh in my mind. I just had to get it on video and share it with you guys. Now, I know it's not really the sequence of where I wanted to go with what I'm doing with my video series, but I just had to say it. So, what I wanted to share with you guys is a little bit of information about allergies. Now, I'm going to hopefully dispel a few myths around allergies, because there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding about what they actually are and what actually happens in your body when you have a reaction to something that you eat, drink, or anything for that matter. So, basically what an allergy is something that you are sensitive to, that for whatever reason your nervous system or your immune system just doesn't recognize as useful or helpful for you. Now, an example of that would be, let's say, we'll take wheat, for example. That's a common allergen. Now what most people assume or think about allergies is that the bread is the problem and we need to eliminate it or remove it out of our diet so that we can feel better, so we don't have any symptoms, and so we can, you know, have great vitality. There's a problem with that particular idea. Now, wheat's been around for thousands and millions of years, and there are so many people in the world who have no issue with it, but there are people who do. Now, if wheat was an actual problem, then most people, if not all people, would have some sort of reaction to it. So, in saying that, it's not necessarily the wheat that's the actual problem, it's how your body understands wheat, so what it does with it once it comes into your system. So there's two things that it does. So, as soon as you put wheat into your mouth, your body will have some sort of reaction to it if there's a sensitivity, immediately, as soon as you put it in. So you might get gas straight away, or within a few seconds you might get gas. You might get aches and pains in your body soon after you've put it in your mouth. You might get a lot of mucus production all of a sudden, a lot of saliva, all sorts of different things can happen. And then there's another aspect to allergies when that actual substance is broken down or metabolized in your body. And then you can get other types of reactions like hives or eczema or diarrhea, constipation, all those wonderful and amazing things that we have to deal with every so often. Now, the thing about the way the body deals with allergens is it's how your nervous system understands that substance. So when you put that wheat into your body, your nervous system misunderstands what that actually is. It actually doesn't understand it. There's information in your brain that goes, I don't know what this is, it's harmful for me, so it gets your immune system involved straight away to try and kill it and get rid of it, wherever it goes into your body. When it's processed through the liver and the stomach, down in your bowel, it tries its best to get rid of it. And that's what we kind of call like an autoimmunity, to some extent, because your body's trying to destroy aspects of itself wherever that wheat, wherever that allergen has kind of traveled through in your system. So it's really, really important for you guys to be aware of this. I really wanted to share it because I've had a lot of patients this week with allergies, and and they've been told to eliminate all these sorts of things in their diet, and a lot of those things are highly nutritious and very useful for the body, but they're not having them at the moment. So the most important thing to do when it comes to allergies is to understand that it's not the allergen that's the problem, it's your body that's misinterpreting what's actually coming in. Now, just another thing to add before I kind of close this off, allergies can be anything, or I would like to really call them sensitivities. So they could be anything in your environment. That doesn't have to be things, let's try that again. It doesn't have to be things that you eat. It doesn't have to be things that you drink. It doesn't even have to be things that you touch. It doesn't have to be things that you even breathe in, like pollens and dust and all that kind of stuff. It could be people, like your fiance, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your child, your dog, your husband, your colleagues. It could be your house. It could be the clouds in the sky. you know, the air pressure that day, it could be the temperature, it could be the heat, the cold, lots of different things your body can be sensitive to, because it's how your brain and your nervous system interprets that and what kind of response it triggers inside your system. So there is a way to actually desensitize your body to some of the things that you might have issues with, which even includes anaphylactic type reactions like peanuts and shellfish. Now there is a process that one would have to go through in order to desensitize to those things, and the technique that I use and I employ in my clinic is called NAET, which stands for Nambudrapad's Allergy Elimination Technique. It was named after the lady who developed it. She's based in the United States, but there are a lot of practitioners around the world who actually do this technique. And if you know that you have allergies or you have problems reacting to certain things in your environment, I would highly recommend going to the NAET website. So I believe it's www.naet.com. Look for a practitioner in your area. If you can't find one, email them and they'll see if they can help you out as best as possible, and get on top of your allergies as soon as you can. The reason why we have so many issues with things in our environment is because of all the toxins and chemicals that have been put into our soils, into the air, into our water, everything like that. And that's the reason why we're reacting to everything that's so good for us now, like our fruits and veggies and our meats and dairy and wheats and grains and all sorts of other things like that. So really have a look at it. It's really stressing out our nervous systems, and we're having a lot of trouble getting healthy and getting better and improving our vitality because of all these things that we're bombarded by. It's the first thing I check on nearly every single patient when they walk through the door, because I want to make sure that when I'm helping them, that I'm taking all that stress and load off their system straight away so they can get better as quickly as possible. So go check out that website if you've got problems with your allergies, and if you have any other questions, again, my email address is at the end of the video. You can email me and I'll point you in the right direction if you need to, or I'll be able to answer any questions you may have around allergies and sensitivities and how to deal with anaphylactic type allergies and so on. So with that, I leave you today again. And I look forward to continuing to deliver some of this advice, and you know, if I get inspirations like this again, I may just quickly get on the video and send you a message so you got some extra input. Sometimes that happens and I really need to share it. Otherwise we'll be following a kind of a routine and pattern with some of the things I'll be doing. Again, anything that I offer in terms of advice on the video, even though I do this every day in clinic, it doesn't replace any of the advice that you might get from a GP or any other practitioners that you see. So I'd urge you to go and seek a professional before you actually utilize anything that I suggest, or just have a look into some of the websites and research it before you actually do anything about it. So good luck on your journey with allergies and sensitivities. It'll make a huge difference to your life if you can get on top of them as soon as possible, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take it easy.